Good afternoon, everyone. Today we are going to be doing a private reading for PR 93-R. So it will be a love reading. And they're wanting to know basically if their family is going to continue to grow, and if so, how, and what the future looks like for them. So again, I want to thank you, PR number 93-R, for choosing me to do your personal reading. I greatly appreciate it. I'm going to move this over so I can use the board. I'm going to show you which decks I'm using for your reading, because these are the ones I am pulled to use on yours. Because of the situation. So I'm going to use the Mermaid Tarot by Lisa Robertson. And I like this one. It's very lighthearted and kind of like when you're getting into the beginning of a relationship. It's very, you know how you feel, kind of like the butterflies. So, and then we have the Alice in Wonderland, which is going to be the part that could maybe show us what could be causing a problem in the relationship, if there is one, and the best way to fix it. Or what you can, basically possibly expect from the future. And then we're also going to be using angel answers, and the universe has your back as your oracles. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I have your questions here. And again, I want to thank you for choosing me to do your reading. It is an honor. So, we'd like to know if your family will continue to keep growing. If so, which direction is y'all's relationship going to head in as it continues to grow? And then what does it look like for y'all's future? So I'm going to ask for your spirit guides to come in with my spirit guides. And I have Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, and Archangel Raphael to bring in protection, communication, and clarity. So, we'll shuffle one more time, and then we'll get started. All right, so we're going to start for basically the recent past. We're going to use that row as, will your family continue to grow? If so, what will the relationship dynamics be like, and then where will it be in the future? So we're going to see if you will continue to add to your family at this point. This is the Four of Pentacles. So it is saying there are four things in your life that are pentacles, that are coins, and that represents earthly items. So Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, that could be one of the signs in the situation, or it could just be I know you said you wanted your family to grow. I don't know how many children you have exactly, but this could be the amount of children you would like to add, or the amount of people in your family altogether, but you are keeping them very close to your heart, and you are making sure that that nobody takes it from you, because you are very invested and you want it to work as far as growing the family. So you're keeping it close to your heart with the Four of Pentacles. So let's see what y'all's relationship will be like as this, as y'all continue to grow. Now, this is going to be the Seven of Pentacles. There will be a spoiling of some sort. And this is actually, you did ask about having a baby. Most of the Seven of Pentacles do not have a pregnant woman on it. Now, it is in reverse. So I would have to say, at the moment, before we clarify, the Pentacles, which are going to be, again, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, whatever is in the earthly realm, have spoiled. So whatever seeds you were planting to try to grow and expand, it got spoiled somehow recently. Like presently, it's spoiling. So let's go ahead and see what the future is like. You're wanting to hold on to it, but it's for some reason not going the way. What's the future look like for your family? At least you don't feel like it's going the way you would like it to go, or maybe at the pace you would like it to go. So let's see what the future is like. You come out of the Five of Cups. So this is kind of like, again, an emotional thing. This is kind of like the grass is greener on the other side, or, wanting what you can't have, again, like the Four of Cups. But you come out of that energy. So emotionally, whatever you're feeling now, you are going to come out of. So that's a good outlook for the future so far. So we're going to go ahead again and ask, will you continue to keep adding to your family with the Four of Pentacles? Queen of Swords in reverse. So I think you're going to try Now, rather, this is going to be, I don't feel like it's you in reverse, unless you're very, very, very thinking about it a lot and wanting it to happen and maybe putting in the energy to make sure it happens no matter what, because you really, really want it. And sometimes, I don't want to say you might get upset or you might whatever, because the Queen of Swords in reverse is usually a little bit more agitated than when she's upright. But that's what I'm saying. I don't feel like it's so much you. But if it is you, I think it's just the aggravation of maybe trying to expand the family, but it's not happening again at the pace or the way that you would so much like it to. So I think that's what it is with the Four of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords in reverse. I think it's just that you want it to go at a faster pace and you want it to kind of, just kind of happen. But that's, again, the point of why the Seven of Pentacles was here, because it's showing that you kind of have to plant your seeds, harvest it, that kind of stuff, and then you can go ahead and move forward. Just 1 second. Sorry about that. I'm helping my kid real quick. So then we have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, which means there's a harvest that has spoiled. It's going to be Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. So let's see what that is. Why is the Seven of Pentacles in reverse? Because of the Knight of Swords in reverse. So again, there is some confrontation. Because now you got swords again. So you have the Queen of Swords in reverse, the Knight of Swords in reverse, and they're right across from each other. So in the recent past, I think you're trying very hard to hold on to what you have as far as, expanding your family, but it's not working out the way you like it to. And so you're kind of coming in now, again, in the present energy, you kind of stepped down from the Queen of Swords energy. So you're not as upset, focused, or maybe putting out words or saying things of the mind, or, to kind of get what you want, like the ball rolling in the direction you want it. So you've taken on a lighter energy to do it. And maybe you figure that you could reason better with them this way. I said, instead of being in the queen mode, you go into the knight mode.
Mommy.
1 second. I apologize.
Stop, Mom. Mommy.
Okay, I do apologize. Again, I was helping my son. He is autistic, so there is some things I do have to help him do. So again, but you are coming in the Nine of Swords in reverse. Like I said, so I think you are still kind of trying to keep the same mind frame with your spouse, and you're trying to still kind of present the same plan, but you're doing it in a softer way now. In the recent past, I think you were more kind of wanting the answers of whether, y'all were going to expand and how and then where it's going. So let's see in the future, the Five of Cups is flipped around. So let's see why. So the grass is greener on the other side energy is gone in the future. So let's see who it's coming from, because it's going to be the Five of Cups reverse is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces cards. All right. So it's flipped around because a lot of hard work has been put into the earthly realm with the Eight of Pentacles. So I think y'all do put a lot of work into trying to make the relationship. So far, you have 3 earth signs, 2 air signs, and 1 water. So, that's 3 earth again, water's emotion, and then the air is thoughts. So let's go ahead and see why the Queen is in reverse here. Why is the Queen of Swords in reverse for if your family will expand? It's saying 10 of Pentacles. So, to me, it's saying that you will have at some point, you will be emotionally and abundantly fulfilled within the earthly realm with all of the pentacles. This is like, as you can see, it's like being surrounded and enjoying the feast and everything and all the hard work that you put into your home life and when you're celebrating it with your friends and family. So that is coming out also for the question that you asked as far as will your family continue to grow? So you do have the 10 of Pentacles, or that could be just the energy of you wanting it to go that way, but we said we'll clarify it again. So we have the Knight of Swords in reverse, and it is to make a decision. So a decision needs to be made about whether the relationship will continue to expand and the family will grow. So a decision needs to be made, again, more air, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And then you have the Eight of Pentacles, which is representative of Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, and is representative of hard work and studying, things like that, putting time into a craft. So let's see in the future why the Eight of Pentacles is here. The Sun. So the Sun is in reverse, which means there is going to be an ending to some type of cycle, or a brand new start. Basically, there was a brand new start you were hoping for in the future, but it's reversed. So therefore, I don't feel that it might turn out. I don't feel it's gonna probably turn out the way you hoped it would. It might still kind of go the way you might get some of what you want, but not all of it. You know what I mean? Like, out of the two things that you're, asking about, as far as, the expansion of the family, and then how will that affect y'all in the future? I feel like whether you're going to expand or it's going to affect your future, but I don't feel like both things are going to coincide very well, if that makes sense. So, we have the Four of Pentacles again for if you're going to be expanding your. Go ahead and use the Alice in Wonderland deck by Barbara Moore. I do like this deck a lot. It has a good spin on it. I like her decks. So we're going to again ask for your spirit guides to come in with mine and find out about your family's future. So as far as the Four of Pentacles being here, with whether you will expand your family or not. Let's see why the Four of Pentacles is here. It's too many. Just one, please. Why is the Four of Pentacles here? What does she need to know about the Four of Pentacles? The Five of Swords. So you're holding on tight to something, and you don't want there to be an argument nor a battle about it. Now, when it's upright, this is like being ready. Like you said, she's got her sword wielded, and she's got everybody else's sword, and there's people looking at her like, can you just stop already? Like, you've already overkilled it. So that's how you're feeling, I think, a little bit with the situation. You feel a little bit defeated about, maybe wanting to add to the family, but then there also being a little bit of conflict about it. So let's go ahead and see why the Seven of Pentacles is here in reverse. Which also, again, in this deck does have a pregnant woman on it, which was one of your questions. But like I said, it is in reverse, which means the harvest did spoil for some reason. So let's see why the harvest spoiled and what will happen. The harvest spoiled, again, it came out upright for itself. I feel like someone purposely spoiled it. Because you had it here reversed. Now here it is again, but it's upright. And they're right next to each other. So this would be watering it coming to fruition, being able to, pick your harvest and all that kind of stuff. And then, of course, your bird is here for the communication and letting you know that everything is going all right. And then you have to water your pentacles to make them grow. So I feel like the reason that this didn't work out was because somebody wasn't putting in the work on the pentacles, and that's why they spoiled. So we'll go ahead and see, and that's, as far as how you're moving forward as far with the family. Now we're going to see what the future will be like with the Five of Cups reversed. All right, with the Five of Cups reversed, you have the Ace of Cups. So once the Five of Cups is reversed and you come out of this grass is greener on the other side type of feeling like things just aren't fair, then you are offered a new cup of emotion. And that's the hard work you start putting in that row. So let's go ahead and see why the Queen of Swords is in reverse here for if you will have a baby or not, and why she is reversed underneath the Five of Swords reversed. And there's a lot of air energy here, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and earth energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Pretty much all it is. So let's go ahead and see the Ace or Queen of Swords in reverse is here because of the Three of Cups in reverse for the recent past. So this is kind of like it can represent third parties, but it doesn't have to. It can just represent, like, if you look at it this way, they're celebrating, they're enjoying it, they're cheersing, they're having a great time. But it's like anything else, you know. When the lights come on at 2 a.m., it's time to go home. These women haven't gone home. So there was you. I kind of feel like you were in the Queen of Swords in reverse because you felt that somebody was misbehaving or overindulging. That's why I think you were in reverse, and you were holding on to what you had because you felt like if this person realized how they were making me feel and other people feel, then they would snap out of it. So let's go ahead and see why the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Swords is in reverse for expansion of your family with the Seven of Pentacles, upright and reversed. Why is the Knight of Swords here? Because of the Ten of Cups. Because, again, you want a happy home. You want it to be emotionally fulfilled. That you would like to add to the family. So that is why you are coming in a lighter energy now instead of the Queen of Swords. You're coming in as the Knight of Swords because you would like for, again, this is going to represent water, emotions, Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. But you're wanting to move forward into this happy energy because down here, and that's what you were looking at in the recent past. So now you have the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. So that is basically what you're focused on. You want this home, you want to expand your family, and you want to do it in a very productive, not only abundant way, but in an emotional way. You want everybody to be happy. It's like you're the peacemaker. So what's the Eight of Pentacles here for? The Moon. So the Eight of Pentacles is once you start putting in hard work, there's going to be some things that are going to be things that had been hidden that are going to be released or need to be released. And that, I think, is what turns the sun upside down and ends that cycle. It might be something that you don't want to deal with anymore in the near future. And I do feel like it's you that don't want to deal with it. And I'm not saying, the relationship will end. I'm just saying there is going to be something that comes out, though, or that needs to come out. And maybe that will push you forward out of the sun, starting, and it'll end that cycle and start a new one. So that might be why, the moon is there. The sun and the moon, beginning and end. So we'll see why the Ten of Pentacles is here as well. The Ten of Pentacles is here because of the Hermit. So basically, more earth sign, going to represent Virgo. So you once you get into this Ten of Cups or Ten of Pentacles area mode, you want to stay there. You don't want to leave it. Because when you go into Hermit mode, it's kind of like quarantine mode, like what's going on right now. You stay at home, and again, it seems like you like to enjoy being at home. I feel like your peace is at home. And I said, as for me as a Virgo, that's where my peace is in my home. So I prefer to be home. So I just think, and I prefer for it to be peaceful. So I think that's all you want is just calmness and peace. So let's see what the decisions have to be with the Two of Swords. A Page of Pentacles is going to bring forth a decision for you to make. Now, this is present, so it might not have been presented to you yet. But it brings you out of the Five of Cups. The grass is greener. So it seems like it's a good offer. I say, yeah, you haven't been offered it yet. This is the present row of like how your family's going to be expanding. There's two things you can do to help it expand. And then you finally figure it out. You're looking at that pentacle right there. And you're like, that's it. That's what I need to do to make it happen. That's how I need to flip around the Five of Cups. And then get this new Ace of Cups offer. So let's go ahead and see why the sun is here in reverse. All right, the sun is here in reverse because the star is in reverse. So therefore, there is going to be an ending to some type of cycle. But I feel like it's a cycle that needs to end. because when the star is in reverse, to me, as you can see, she's kind of like dropped her scar or her gloves and her fan into the water. So it is very much like starting something or wanting something to come in or fixing something, but when it's in reverse, it's kind of like the ending of it again. Like I said, to me, it represents life, the star, like because it's got water, it's emotions, and life is water grows life. So to me, like I said, this is kind of like the ending to whatever this cycle was. So something will end. It's not going to be detrimental, but you'll finally see it for what it was. And that's what the star is in reverse for. So that is going to be your main reading. And we're going to do a few oracles real quick. We're going to do the universe has your back. Again, I want to thank you for choosing me to do your private reading. I greatly appreciate it. And it is an honor. All right, so we're going to do a few oracles, see what we get. There's one. All right, there's two. So your advice is, instead of praying for an outcome, I pray for the highest good for all. So it's saying, even though you do have this plan of how you would like it to go, if it doesn't go that way, to just pray for it to go the best way as possible that it can go if it doesn't turn out the way you'd like it to go. So that is referencing, as far as moving forward with the family and how that's going to go. And now we have a tree, which shows its roots, which is, family tree rooted to the grounding. So my faith has the power to turn trauma into healing. So conflict into growth and fear into love. So that's what I'm saying. It's exactly what you're kind of going through. So you're going to be able to, you have the power to transform any type of traumatic feelings from the past or what's going on into healing. And then you're also able to have conflict and you can grow from the conflict that's going on currently. That's why I said everything, when things are going bad, usually it's to open up room for better things. And then also, anything that you might fear, just to turn it into love, from your heart. And we're going to do the angel answers to just get a few of those as well. I maybe listen to some heart chakra meditation music. I don't know, it just popped into my mind. I just saw the heart chakra, so maybe that's something you can listen to at night, or even opening up all your chakras. But because we are focusing on the home life and love, I would say listening to meditation music specifically for the heart chakra would probably help some. So let's go ahead and see which cards we get. Okay. It says, listen to your intuition because there is something better. So that's what I'm saying. I think as you meditate and you do these things and you move forward this relationship, it's a lesson. So that's why it hurts. Sometimes it hurts because, again, growing hurts, especially spiritually growing. It hurts. So that's what I'm saying. And that's how you know you're growing. So just as much as when children say, you hear the saying, oh, they're having growing pains. It's the same thing spiritually. So it is saying that your intuition is pretty much kind of telling you what to do. And there is something better. If this does not work out the way that you would like it to. Like that's why I said, whenever Source removes something from our life, he always puts in something better. So again, I want to thank you, PR number 93 -R, for choosing me to do your reading. I greatly appreciate it, and it was an honor. If you have any questions, just let me know. I said, if anybody else is interested in getting a private reading, all of that information is in my About section. And I also do teach classes on Patreon about numerous things: crystals, meditation, past life, post life, and life contracts, all of those things. So I said all that stuff is going to be in my About section with the readings that I do, and then all of the links as far as to make the payment if you want one, and then the Patreon site if you want to sign up for the classes. So again, I want to thank you for choosing me to do your reading. It was an honor again. And like I said, y'all have a great afternoon, and I will talk to y'all soon. Goodbye.